I was, not watching the World Championship. I was disappointed, watching a little bit, but like not watching because like having emotion that I didn't play this amazing tournament. To be honest, I was little bit, why he did that on social media, and like this we are players, and we are having respect to us. And also FIFA, it's my main, and it was so enjoyable to have the mix it up, and also in the tournament it makes me more relaxed, getting the stress out of it and can be enjoyable in the match. Yeah, it's been incredible season for me as well. Put some good work in the tournaments. To win two major titles, the World Tour Finals was unbelievable for me, and to enter the World Tour Finals such a dream for me, and I was with all my coaches, my friends, I need to enter this tournament only, and it's a goal for me, like to enter this tournament when I'm 20 years old. It's something good, something special. So to win the tournament, it was amazing for me, and then I believe in myself more and more and get more confidence in myself, and then unfortunately like didn't got the visa on time, get it, and didn't be able to go to the World Championship, and this confidence a little bit, drop off. And yeah, it's overall it was amazing season for me, and I'm grateful for it. Yeah.
And it took us a while to get going. Obviously, the pandemic was very much in full swing at the start of the year. I think our first event wasn't until March. How did that kind of time away from competing affect you? Was it difficult, or did you enjoy kind of spending time with family, playing FIFA?
Yeah. Yeah, since the start of COVID, it's been difficult, like it changed my life. It changed my fitness as well, my fitness and physicality abilities, like I nearly got a gym inside my house, and it was enjoyable, like having my studies and doing three kinds of fitness stuff, inside my home and in my compound, like running and doing the stuff. It was almost all about physicality, and I worked on it very well, and also FIFA, it's my main, and it was so enjoyable to have the mix it up, and also in the tournament it makes me more relaxed, getting the stress out of it and can be enjoyable in the match.
And one of the biggest kind of turning points of the year was obviously your win at the World Tour Finals in June. What are your kind of memories from that week?
Yeah, it was unbelievable, like to win my first tournament, and this is one of the biggest tournament on tour, and it was something special in front of it was 5 minutes from my home, so all my friends are there, all the supporters are there, so yeah. And the group stages, I lost the first match against Mohamed Shourbagi, and then like I played against Marwan, and yeah, like I was doing my best, and then I got the win against Marwan, and then Ali, and I got the first on the group. So why not like to go and compete, and then played with Tariq, then the final played with Mohamed Shourbagi, and it's just a pleasure to play and share a court against Mohamed. Is my idol, him and Karim Abdel Gawad. So having all the respects to them, and I have learned a lot from them.
You mentioned Mohamed there specifically. I think obviously you're known for your kind of crazy celebrations. When you beat Mohamed, it was very kind of low key from you. Was that just you kind of understanding the magnitude of what you just achieved?
Yeah, after the match, I will never celebrate against someone I'm having a full respect to against him, and someone who who give me a lot of lessons in the game, and every match is behind the scenes. Every match, like Mohamed Shourbagi is talking to me, and he's texting me as a coach, and as a big brother as well, so I'm having all the respect to him, and what he's doing with me outside the court, and the people cannot know that, and it's behind the scenes, all of that. So yeah, I want to thank him for everything. Yeah.
I think you touched on the match with Tariq there. Obviously, there was some kind of bad feeling after the match. He kind of took to Twitter, had some comments. What kind of went through your head when you looked on social media and saw those comments?
Yeah, I'm having all the respect for Tariq. Tariq is a world champion, and also I grew up at Al Jazeera club before I went to Al Ahly club. Seeing Tariq it's becoming into the top 10, semi current top 5, then world champion, you know. So he's 34 years old or 30 years old, so I'm having all the respect to him as well, you know. I'm 20 years old, I cannot talk, you know, even if he said anything or yeah, it's just, you know, after the match maybe it's just tension of the match, you know. And yeah, it was a little bit like, to be honest, you know, I was little bit, you know, why he did that on social media, you know. And like this, we are players, you know, and we are having respect to us, but like at the end I'm having the full respect to him. And he's, yeah, if we went to if we go like to the world teams, he's gonna be my captain, you know. So he's my captain in the team, he's the leader, so I have the all the respect to him, yeah.
And following the World Tour finals, as you mentioned, unfortunately you kind of missed out on getting the visa for the World Championships. How much of a disappointment was that, particularly given your form?
Yeah, oh, I was so disappointed, you know. Like I got it in my hands actually, before one day before the tournament. And you know, it was tough to travel, and I will play in this at the same day, like 4 hours after my flight I'm gonna play. So all the team was having positive vibes, giving me positive vibes, you know. Like yeah, you can get it if you win your first match, you'll have a day off, and then you will start to get into the tournament. So then I was booking everything, and then I said to them, guys, it's so difficult to play in like this, you know. It's only 4 hours after my departure, and it's gonna be very difficult to play. And this, I was, you know, not watching the World Championship. I was disappointed, you know, watching a little bit, but like not watching because like having emotion that I didn't play this amazing tournament, you know. But like we move on, you know. And lots of things can get you out, uh, especially, you know, like my friends, my family, the my PlayStation, everything, you know, can gets me out from this mood, you know.
And the next US event, obviously the US Open, you went there, you became the youngest ever US Open champion. What, you know, talk me through that win. How did that feel to get that title?
Well, first of all, I was having injury, you know, like in San Francisco, and it was a very very tough injury. Um, you know, I was calling my doctors and my physios at the Ahli club, and they were saying to me, "You need to come back to Egypt," you know, and to see what is this, you know. And then it's only 3 days till we can play, you know, like the US Open in Philadelphia, you know. So I need to go New York then, and then go to Philly. So before the US Open, within 2 days, you know, I started to hit some balls I cannot. So guys, I cannot I cannot hit the ball, you know. Like I'm not feeling free, so to play it, you know. And then before one day, you know, and I should travel to Philadelphia, you know, like to practice, and then I'm having my match, you know. So there is a doctor there at Brooklyn, you know, at the Brooklyn club, Eastern Athletic. They are so nice, you know, and having really positive vibes. They said to me, you know, like, no, you're gonna play, you know, and giving to me like so much confidence, because it's all about here. When I was hitting my swing, no, I'm you know, having, I don't want to play, you know, like risk, you know, risk injury and make it worse and worse. So then I went there, and all credit to the physio as well, you know. She did amazing work there. I was having 3 sessions per day, you know, on only my shoulder. And it's very tough, like, to focus on your shoulder, and you're not focusing about your body, you know. You are leaving your body and focusing only on your shoulder. But it was enjoyable tournament, you know. I take it match by match, you know. And it always was drama on it, you know. It was 3-2s, and I was going to lose. And against Batista 3-2, like, I was going to lose this match, you know. I was 2-1 down, I think. So and also against Diego it was 2-all, and the fifth was 7-2. And against Torre it was having match ball and 2-love, you know, down. So it was really, like, it's the best tournament ever, you know, I have ever played, yeah.
And you mentioned kind of the brutality of that tournament and all those kind of 5-game battles. Taking the final match against Tarek in particular, how did you manage to turn that around and get that win?
You know, like, in the first 2 games, I wasn't able to move. You know, like my body is full of lactic and I cannot even move the balls. And he was playing superbly well. You know, like, it was unbelievable that day. You know, and as always, you know, like he's putting a very good shots, very good drop shots. Everything was working on for him this day. So it was tricky, you know. And then like the third game, I started to play my squash and started to not panic and started to move well, and the adrenaline comes when I won the third game. And the fourth game I was 10-9 down and I put a ball in the neck, you know. And yeah, it's got plans, you know. And there is also, you know, a little bit of luck and the final, you know. It's only one shot you can go out of the tournament. So I'm happy like to finish the final like this. And then it was a good game, and it was a good final for the US Open. Yeah.
And kind of moving on to this week in Blackpool, obviously there was a bit of a controversial kind of beginning to the week. You obviously in your match against Yusuf, you kind of had a conduct stroke given against you, and then the game. What are you able to kind of talk me through what your take on the situation was?
Yeah, you know, like I'm very upset. To be fair, what happened in the Yusuf match, you know, it wasn't a good. It wasn't a good sign for me, or even to squash, you know, like to see something like that. You know, I didn't even see something like to be conduct stroke or conduct game in a match. And I was going to shake hands and go out. And I know that it's not going to be professionally, but like hopefully my team was with me, and like they said to me, don't shake hands, you know. Because for a person or for a player or for a human being to be treated as a match of Yusuf Muhammad wasn't the good, wasn't yeah, like, yeah, wasn't good, you know, situation like to do like this, you know. And I don't know why this happened, because I didn't do something wrong, and I was gonna go for a concussion in my head, you know, and lots of things, and I didn't do anything wrong, you know, in that match, you know. So yeah, and hopefully it's changed by the refs in with the match in Karim Abdel Gawad, and became better and better, you know. But like the way in the match of the Yusuf Solomon wasn't acceptable at all by the refs, you know. And it's something that makes me very mad about it. And also about my interview, I was so upset after it, you know. And when I said I don't want to play squash anymore, you know, like it's don't want to I didn't say that I want to retire or something like that, but like I was so upset. Like I'm thinking that why I'm playing the sport like this, you know.
And with a bit of distance, do you kind of regret those comments now, or do you know, was it literally just a case of saying it to Pete at the moment?
About what, sorry?
When you said that you didn't want to play squash anymore, do you regret saying that now, or do you kind of?
No, definitely. Like definitely, it was so emotional for me, this match, you know, because never happened for me like this. Because the match was 6-1 up, you know, one love up, 6-1 up, 6-1, and then when he take the third, it was 6-1, and the fourth was 6-1, you know. So it was quite difficult, and I thought that it was aggressive movement as well from Yusuf, you know. And when I got in the floor, you know, and on my head, you know, so I wasn't expecting at all that there's a contact game. So it was unbelievable, you know. And also when I said this comment, you know, I said like I'm thinking, you know, I'm thinking that I don't want to play squash anymore like this, or if I will play squash every match like this, for sure I will stop squash, you know. Like why you are playing squash for this? I'm playing squash for, you know, yeah, I know there is lots of talking about me, you know, in a good way and in a bad way, you know. But like what I want to do for squash, to make it bigger, as we need the community to be bigger in all over the world, and want the squash to be in the Olympics. So the celebrations, all kind of stuff, I'm not doing this to be popular or something like that. I don't want to be popular, you know. I want to be this. I'm having it. Yeah, there is a lots of headache about my celebrations, and lots of, yeah. I cannot. Yeah, at some point I cannot do that, you know, and leave it, you know, and that's it. And after the match we're gonna clap, and that's it, and go. But it's all what it matters about the passion of the game. Why we are not like the other sports, you know, the other sports, tennis, football. When we see all of this, yeah, we were gonna say squash, and it's a classy sport, and everything. That was tennis is a squash, is a classy sport, you know, and all of this. That's what I believe, and if there is no passion for the game, there will no more viewers. You need to be passionate, and all of the players need to be, they are having their own characters and they are bringing their viewers as they like, so I will keep doing what I'm doing, to keep to to make my lovely sport that I grew up, playing the sport, learning from the sport, and giving me so much fun and travel all over the world. I need to get it a little bit more,
And what was interesting was after the match, you and your father kind of doing the finger in the air to the referee. What was the kind of meaning behind that?
Yeah, actually, we do it, on we did it on the same time, but like I didn't see him, or even he didn't see me. So like father, like son, like uh, yeah, my father is everything for me, him and my mother, in my life actually, and I have learned from my father a lot. He's the one that he pushed me lots of times, I actually I didn't, want to play squash at the beginning. I was playing football, so he's the one that he pushed me a lot, because like I was 10 years old, and 10 years old in Egypt here to play squash wasn't that good. You need to be starting at 7, 6, 8, and to be to get the achievements in the junior career. So the sign was that the God saying everything. Like, because it was a shock, like. To be honest, I wasn't happy at all, and I'm so proud that I didn't talk in this interview, like in the after the match interview. I'm so proud that I didn't talk, because I think it's gonna be a mess after what happened, and like this. So yeah, I'm trying to move it out, and I'm showing now how mentally I'm strong to pass these things, and yesterday was a really mental toughness for me, like to throw everything out and to play and to get the win. That all what it matters.
One of the interesting things you touched on there was the fact that with all the celebrations, all the drama and everything, you're kind of trying to grow the popularity of the sport. Interestingly, on TikTok, you're the most viewed. Your Dives Against Ali is our most viewed video. You get a lot of positive comments on Instagram as well. And our audience on those two social platforms is is younger than it is on, for example, Facebook. It's kind of building building a fan base, with that young generation. Is that something that you're kind of trying to do?
Yeah, yeah, like I'm trying to actually, like, I'm having social media team behind me. They are doing all of that stuff. They're very nice. I'm nearly gonna be like 500,000 on Instagram fan page. That's very very good for me. And very good for the sport as well, squash. As I told you, like squash, I need to be at the top level. Why we are not as the other sports? We should. Like, we are playing more than 120 minutes. We are playing 5 setters in. Oh my god! Like, you cannot move after the matches. My matches against Paul Cole. It's like 3-2 in 100 plus minutes. So it's very tough. And that's my dream. Like, to squash to be in the Olympics, squash to be in another place, and and all the viewers can watch everything. And all the viewers we're gonna get the sport more fans, to see what we are doing.
Finishing off with a kind of look towards the new year, what are your targets for 2022?
Yeah. I hope the pandemic, the new Omicron, didn't affect anything, and I hope everything is gonna be okay. We don't know how it's gonna, at the beginning of the year, we're gonna see the tournaments is gonna be on or off. I think the PSA is still saying, and for the safety of the players and like this. But like, I hope everything is gonna be okay, and we can be able to play our lovely tournaments. And yeah, my target is to focus on each tournament. Each tournament, I'm not focusing about the rankings. I'm focusing about the tournament that I enter. I want to take it. I want to achieve it. If I didn't get it, okay, the next time, I'm giving more than 150% inside the court. I'm giving it everything with all my heart. And yeah, I'm not thinking about the rankings now, because if you did well in the tournaments, and if you get this tournament and this tournament, you will be number one soon. So all my focus about the tournaments, and to achieve the tournaments, to get the titles, because you know, that's my character, that to be achieving the tournaments.